first opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Indianapolis Colts.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He sets up the screen to Jones. He'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 32-yard line.
2nd and 11. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now a throw out to his fullback. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
At the 9-yard line.
2nd and 3 from the 9. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Colts nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. Campbell making the catch. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 43 yards that time. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached. Being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play?
They'll look to throw here on first down. The toss here completed to Goodman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught. It's touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover on defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. This is Jones. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Buccaneers' 38-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Campbell, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Its defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Results in a 4th down.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. These two teams all tied after one.
End of the first quarter with the score tied 7-7.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they'll find Pittman. And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Colts 14, Buccaneers 7. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for India.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Colts take over first.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Catch made here by Campbell. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown of this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
the offense at the line and set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got Burton here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
42-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking for 3rd down here. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
The pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Bucs 16-yard line.
One incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. The defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw again. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he hauls it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, as the first half is winding down, and the Colts are able to grow their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
And his pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. Chidobe with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Looking to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. First and 10, Taylor now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Broad tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From 21 yards away. And the Colts add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it'll be second down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Looking downfield for Godwin. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring him second down.
He was covered by...
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now this throw caught left side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's good.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Gain on the play leads to second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. Sanchez now. Offense set to begin their next possession. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Get him down to that before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I had my music going. I didn't have my mic.
And a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. A physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We've talked about CD, the Bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that.
No, I ain't in the playoffs. I messed around. I didn't do what I needed to do with this team early on. I'm 8-6, I think.
Make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now back.
Oh! He broke it up.
but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, he dropped that.
Once again,
That was a linebacker. That was a linebacker.
Second and goal.
That was a touchdown. If he
no.
Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
I'm going to tell you right now, Leonard.
10-yard line on second and goal. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Back to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
How'd that go?
You never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because in the back of the end zone, never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
Drop that. Go to the bench.
You're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out.
Thank you very much, sir.
Wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
See, like, because I know I'm out of it, because I like how I know I'm out of it, I'm doing research for lack of a better reason. That's good, D. That's good, D.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
They red zone coverage there and thought there was some space to send their guy right into the middle on a slant, hoping he would get lost. Instead, they read it quite well and closed quickly.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have the Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
31-yard line.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads.
As a matter of fact, I think Micah is watching my stream right now because we played in Lions Den.
That is never a good sign, but it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Yes. What you mean? I went up to go get that.
5 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
I went to go get that. You didn't slap him. You just tackled him.
So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play.
Oh, good D. Good D. I didn't put enough air under. Good D.
His guys will get the football back.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own.
I don't need to. Like I told. Hey, listen to me. Like I told Vikings. I know, but like I told Vikings, I'll make a trash wide receiver better.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Nuh-uh.
The kidder here is complete. He's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time.
Wow.
That's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter.
In your league?
Here on EA Sports.
Buccaneers.
It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter.
Uh-huh.
Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He finds an opening past the 40.
I'm still going to hit him. I'm still going to hit him.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away from 19 with his legs.
This is a violent sport, bro.
They'll look to throw here. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter.
Wow.
Maybe can expect more passes like that now.
And it's for this year?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, I didn't even pay attention to that. I didn't use my first week's points.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't.
It's all good.
As he got hit as he threw it. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure.
Over here vibing out, in a nice mood, listening to some sugar-free.
That one, he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Goodness, another interception.
What you mean?
Picked up by Mike Yasin. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time.
That was the computer, though.
Frustrated.
I just clicked on as the ball was in the air.
Receiver and defensive back, you've got to go compete for the ball so you can get another one picked off.
Okay, I got you.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Campbell making the catch. He gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Shotgun. He'll look to throw.
Put some air under it, T.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
41.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
For Indianapolis.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
I'm mad at myself.
10.
I'm mad at myself.
Ronald Jones, 79 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Colts 41, Buccaneers 27. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, man.
Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown.
The guy I put on him, I took off of him. I was putting him in double coverage to set something else up, and you caught me. But I shouldn't have moved the guy. That was my bad. Because of what I was setting up.
Set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That's not how that goes. That's not going to fit. That's why Mama told you to put it in the Ziploc bag. Oh, come down with that, Campbell.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Say what?
That one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, wow.
And that would get the off target and incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Flushed out right.
They certainly did a would come open downfield, but they never did.
Ziploc bag, baby. Then what you gonna do with the rest? Throw it away? Okay. Do what you need to do then, baby. If it makes you happy, I'm happy.
The Colts on 3rd down.
You didn't throw it away, did you?
60%, 6 out of 10 thus far.
No,
this is 3rd and 10.
Okay. All right.
They'll look to throw again. So he just tossed it away, but that brings up 4th.
Results in a 4th down.
Sure. Clean this up in here, baby. Don't leave that a mess. Thank you.
Things looking pretty good on the scoreboard. They're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Oh, my God.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll go again to Jones. Give him 14 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
A gain of 14. But it's now 3rd down.
Back to throw here. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
They say that's the best time.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 18. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there.
I try any and everybody. He got his hands on it. He got his hands on it.
This exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Uh-oh. Got him. Ah!
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Drop it on the possession?
One of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football.
Hold on one sec, Hunch.
Coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late.
Yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's
Defense, go get me the ball back one more time, D.
Take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Well, this one complete downfield on the left side.
It's okay, Hooker. He knows he's faster than me.
Just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. This into the hands of his running back.
Ooh, you almost got it for me, baby.
But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
You're going to learn.
And now here's another interception. Chidobe with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air is going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
He was covered by Antoine.
Good game, bro.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The give to Taylor. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Taylor, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 50-yard line. Today's final
Charles,
score.
it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.